Good day, Codeops 24/7. I'm Little Wigger, and I'm here with another commentary, but this time I'm going to be a little different. Alright, so you guys couldn't understand me last time, so I'm going to try and speak a lot clearer and louder now. No one's home. It's 9 o'clock at night, but that's fine. Doesn't bother me. No, this time I'm going to come out with something a little different because, alright, a lot of people ask me, like, why are you the way you are? Like, why are you so out there? You're so different. Why are you so confusing, sort of? And well, guys, I have had a little bit of a rough road, sort of, so to speak. I've seen and experienced a lot of fucked up shit in my life, and it grew me to be the person I am today, as everyone does. But the thing is, like, it isn't just normal, sort of. I didn't grow up in a normal environment, and I know, like, no one grows up in a normal environment, but no, I seen some pretty fucked up shit. My family and my thing is all messed up, and not like messed up in, you know, haha happy way, like messed up in really disturbing and most people would have broken in my area, because a lot of you actually may be experiencing this, because unfortunately society these days, as I say all the time, society's fucked. It really is. Society is the most messed up thing, and what I want to get into today is basically, I want to tell you my story, why I am the way I am. Instead of telling you an individual story of one day, I want to tell you the story of sort of the brief of my whole life, instead of getting into specific sides of this story. But basically, when I was 3 years old, I woke up. When I was 3 years old, my family was all happy. When I was 3, everything was fine, you know, because I was 3. The problems were before I was born, but to me, everything was fine at this age. I remember what I was like when I was 3 years old, and I remember being happy. I remember loving these little cookie things. There's like hundreds of thousands of chocolates, you know, you remember little things like that. And I remember being so happy. As I grew up, I saw the reality of things. I saw things that 5-year-olds shouldn't see, because by the time I was 5 is when I really started noticing things getting worse and worse, and the reality of life. And this is when I really started to look back and go, like, well, hold on a sec, this isn't right. I knew things weren't right. At 5 years of age, I knew things weren't right. Alright, so my brother started hanging out with idiots. My brother's 3 years older than me. Right, so if I was 5, he would have been 8 years old. He started hanging out with these idiots, and these idiots were like were dumbasses. They set fires to things. This is just little kid shit compared to what ended up happening to the stuff he does these days. They were setting fires and that. They were throwing shit at cars as they drove by. But I said, this is just baby stuff. My father, he tells me all the time that, you know, I'm the only thing that keeps him going in his life. That if it weren't for me, he wouldn't be here on this earth anymore. And my mum tells me the same thing, that I'm the thing that drives him, because my brother is a dead set failure. He's a drug addict. He smokes almost everything he injects and smokes almost anything he can get into his body that gives him a high. And he could be fucking bleached for all he cares. If it gets him high, he will smoke it or inject it into him. It's really bad. And my father he does smoke a bit of weed, and most of my family does have schizophrenia and shit. Like, they're all pretty like messed up in their head and that, and physically even, like, some of them. It's really bad. And it's just the older generation. My grandparents were great people, and they are. Like, most of them are still alive. I actually still have the 4, because I have a step-grandmother. But the thing is, I grew up with her, so I didn't actually know my real grandmother. She passed away a couple of years ago, from dementia and that. Not from dementia. She had, like, really severe schizophrenia, and she was really demonic. Like, she saw really fucked up shit. She used to have demons and shit after her and that. And that's really fucked up, you know, thinking of shit like that. But coming around to it, my dad was a very abusive person. Not to me. He always took care of me in every way, but he always used to beat the shit out of my mother, like, severely. Not like to the average rate, the average time thingy, whatever the fuck you call it, the average that it is of men beating women. Like, he used to savagely beat the shit out of her till almost she had fucking literally bones sticking out of her, and it was really bad. He broke a lot of shit in her face and her fucking whole body. Like, it was really bad. And Well, basically, one day I watched him do it. Like, I was outside, I was in my room, I was crying really loud. I was 6 years old at the time, guys. This was when I was 6. I'm banging the phone on the table, trying to ring the cops because it wasn't working. We were poor. We are poor. Like, we're still pretty poor. The fact that my parents have got a job now, like, my dad lives 6 hours away from me now. He lives up far, far away from me. And I live down here in Sydney, right, with my mum and my stepdad. And the thing is just like, he was my stepdad now, he isn't as bad. He more mentally fucks with you than physically fucks with you. So it's all really bad. No, but he lives quite far away. And the thing is, I was trying to get the phone to work, and I had walked out, and I'll never forget the flash in my mind. I had seen my mum standing there with blood pouring down her face, like it just dripping off her, like off from her head. And my dad standing there with anger raging through him so bad you could almost see like a red aura going around him. Like, it was really fucking bad. And she ran into the bathroom and then he followed her in, and all I heard was just dead silence, instantly thinking my mum was dead. Instantly thinking that. But of course, my dad had just walked out of the bathroom. I had gone silent as well, because I just thought, holy shit, my life's about to change forever. But my dad had walked out, and then he had walked into the lounge room, and my mum had just run out the door real quick, and she said, I'll be back for you, because she knows that he'll never hurt me. And I was supposed to go see them for the week. Anyway, I ended up living with my dad for only about 2 weeks. My grandfather, on my mum's side, come and pick me up. So I had gone back to his place and stayed at him for about another 2 weeks. I hadn't gone to school this whole time. I missed about half a year of school over that incident, and my dad was like really angry because I wouldn't talk to him, obviously. And people always ask me today, one of the most common questions is when I tell people this story is, you know, how do you still love your father? How do you even to even look your father in the eye and say something to him? It's because, well, yeah, like I said, he told me that I'm his world. You know, I love my father. He's never done anything bad to me. He hates my mother, and my mother hates him because they were really young when they got together. They had me at like 19. And I had my brother at like 19 years old, and they had me at like, 22 or something. So they were very young when they had us. And the thing is, it's just like, okay, so they hate each other, and that's between them. Alright, it does affect me. It affects me in a big way, yeah, but the thing is, why would I hate my father or my mother or whatever for something that they need to get over? It's not my fault. It's not because of me. It's not because of my brother. It's because them two couldn't get along before they even had kids. So they were never married either. Like, it was really fucked up scenario. And anyway, my grandfather sent my father to jail. My mum's dad sent my father to jail because of what he had done. And basically, they wanted me as an eyewitness. I didn't know how to react to this at the time. Like, I didn't even know what the fuck was going on. I knew nothing of taking sides. I told the truth. Like, they came into me and they said, "What happened? What did you see? How did it all plan out? How did it all turn out?" And I told them the whole story. I told them word for word, and this woman was typing it out. I remember I had to slow down for her, which is probably... I'm maybe talking too fast for you guys. Sorry, I'm trying to get through the commentary fast as possible because it's a long story, and I'm actually cutting out as much as possible, but I want to get through it all, sort of. No, but the people have always said, you should post this. You should get people to know who you are, You should get people to know who you are on the inside instead of just, this fucked up wigger who makes videos on YouTube that, just stupid shit out of random. Like, I thought that it would be important to let you know what it is, why it is the way I am, and, well, this is basically it. My brother went down the shit road. He's gone down, and he's still going down it now. He's hit rock bottom long ago. He has smashed through the bottom. This guy has tried to OD himself so many times. If you don't know what ODing is, it's like overdosing on drugs. Basically, he's injected so many drugs into him at one time, actually trying to kill himself off. You can't overdose on weed, really. You can, but like, it's pretty difficult, and it wouldn't really kill you, just make you extremely sick. No, but basically he's like injected himself with multiple things of heroin and just all kinds of drugs and speed and anything he can get his hands on. Like I said earlier, he's so fucked up now. And he's the person who tells me that I'm everything. And the thing is, like, okay, I ended up suffering from really, really severe anxiety. Now, a lot of you may have anxiety because it's very common these days, but I had extremely severe anxiety and then started kicking in depression. But I wouldn't let it take me over. I would not let it take me to the stage of breaking, to falling down and letting life take over and get me from the inside. So I fought back. I really did. I fought like a fucking boss. Like, I made sure that none of that shit got me down. I got over my anxiety, right? I fought it. I got into therapy for it. My mum had to pay what little money we have to get me over this, to get me over this anxiety and depression and that. And I can't thank them enough for that. We have no money. We don't eat. You know how many times we've got eviction notices to exit the house? The money that we get to like pay for some of this shit is from YouTube. Like, I actually give my mum some money to pay for the internet and the shit like that. It's because, all right, so I'm so sorry to like the people who have to go through this, and it sucks. It really fucking does. And the fact that when you have and it doesn't make it easier. So this is where I'm going. It doesn't make it easier when you go to school with these fucking rich kids and these people who have had great lives and great lives growing up. You know, they've had great childhoods. They're still having a great childhood. You know, I never had one. Now, my whole childhood was moving around, me trying to meet new people, leaving those new people, and watching my dad beat the shit out of my mum and my family smoke drugs. It hasn't been a very good childhood, I can tell you. But the thing is, like, you push through it. I meet new people. And it's made me so outgoing and such a great person, meeting and always getting to know new people. And the only time it's ever awkward between me and someone else is when they're awkward, or I'm tired as fuck and I seriously can't talk and I just want to go to sleep. Not awkward for me, awkward for them, but no, it all turns around. It all ties together, though, you know? All of this shit that all happened, and it's all happened for a reason. I love my entire family. I have my stepdad. We don't get along. Me and him, we don't get along at all. We're completely two different people. But his son, me and him get along very well. You know, he protects me, like, and they're all like, they're not like he's like 20 years old, so he's much older than I am. I'm 16, and the thing is, like, we get along really well, and he taught me things. He's taught me things that most people won't teach me. You know, when I had bullies bullying me at school, I've had fucking huge, massive cunts come to me and try and fight me and shit. You know, because I'm smaller than them. They can pick on me. I'm so much smaller. My older brothers taught me how to fight. Taught me how to defend myself. Not, hey bro, go tell the teacher you'll be fine. Or coming down themselves and doing it. The only time they came down themselves to defend me was when literally, and this has happened a few times, almost half the year wants me fucking beaten up for the stupidest little shit. And it's a lot of the time. And this is where I go back to before what I was saying. I don't think I finished what I was saying before about the pretty boys growing up with these great lives. That doesn't annoy me. People have great lives, and that's good. I want people to have better lives than what I had. I don't want people to have shit lives like I did. The thing is, alright, so I want them to have these good lives. I want them to be able to say that they grew up with a great environment, that they grew up in a good thing. But the thing is that they're so smart asses. They're such assholes, and they don't deserve it. I'm such a nice person. I am. I really am. I'm the nicest person a lot of people will ever meet, right? And I'm always defending the small guy, and these people are always trying to get at the small guy, and I'm part of this small group. I'm the little guy here, man. I was always kind of someone everyone liked. But when it came down to them making fun of someone who's less fortunate or doesn't have what they have, I always stuck up for the little guy. No matter what the circumstances. There could be 10 people picking on one little guy, and I would walk up there and I would try to fight all 10 of them. I'd get my ass whooped, hell yeah. But I would always try to defend the little guy because I know what it's like to be kicked down, you know? So, in that scenario, whenever they wanted to beat me up, my brothers always used to go down there and say, we'll fight all you cunts, every single one of you, come into the alleyway with me and my brother, and we'll all kick your asses. None of them stood up, man. None of them stand up to us, you know? And it's my mates, too. I have a very small, select group of friends. I've just left my old school. I'm going into a new one in about 4 days, and I'm really looking forward to it, to a degree. You know, I'm going to be having new friends there. I'm going to be having old friends there. It is like a really kind of tough boys' school. There's a lot of people who think they're all, you know, they're the shit and all that. But look, I'm going way over this commentary. If you guys want to hear more about it, let me know. I'll post it on my channel for sure. And you know, yeah, look, I just want to thank all my friends and my family for always being there for me. I know you all have your differences. Everyone has their problems and all that. But guys, I just want you to know that no matter what you go through, no matter what, please pull through it. Never take the coward's way out, whether it be suicide, which is, it sounds corny as shit, guys, but don't kill yourselves. Come on. You know, I've gone through it all. People message me over YouTube all the time asking me for advice on things, guys. Even when it comes to women, suicide, anxieties, you know, clinical depression. Half of my family's gone through it, like clinical depression. I didn't let it take me over, guys. I'm a very strong-minded person. Things are getting better though. As you get a better attitude, you get better shit. You know, you get better shit in life. So I'm gonna get going anyway. This is going for like 15.5 minutes. So I've gone way over the time limit of like whatever. I'm gonna have to grab a long ass gameplay, but. Just thank you so much, guys, for like listening to. If you've gone this far, you guys can join the revolution at mine. Rub some lube on the like button and sexually pound the subscribe button. And remember to enjoy Cold Ops 24/7. Go to the description, check out my channel. You guys are so awesome, and you've literally made most of my life worth living because YouTube. I love entertaining people. I really do love it. It's fucking amazing being able to get paid to entertain people. I don't even care about the money, really. It doesn't even go to me. It just love entertaining. Anyway, I've gone 16 minutes, so thanks heaps for watching, guys. I really appreciate it, and peace out.